That's private Blackwater from Fresno, not federal, because Tom and Jerry Dietals is not federal. We know that with the hanging benches. So the intelligence of Fresno, he's been following me, this car. He's always in this car. Always. 9 years, he's back. They look stupid. They're fat. Most of them are federal prisoners in LA from Fresno. And he hires privates. And the puppy dicks that they call puppy dicks are one of them. Okay? Now there's a hospital, there's the nursing homes, there's Fresno area, the famous Fresno areas. In other words, multitasking. For me, ended up bad on the coastlines, but that's something else because it's voiding by itself in your country. You knew, everyone knew. Now, when you kill beauty on the coastlines, you have a tendency with the Prigozhins to end up dead. And forevers and evers. Now, considering that Western Europe has Nobel Prizes in space records, just like Russia and other countries, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Asia, when we come to this country, we do things, and then eventually we die with the Rompi Cabeza 221, which is good because the blessings were from the Opus Dei abroad, all the blessings. California, US is the Satana for me. So you have the empty buildings here, not 9/11. And because you were so happy I was dead, you didn't realize that the platinum hairs were in your country, much worse than 9/11. Because the space science buildings around the world and the sciences, and not some cheap-ass cancer in the lowlands of Poland, Kangoo, where the Dutch and Indians have been empty ever since Jamila had her Rompi Cabeza. There are children who do break space records and sciences. That was that girl. But she didn't show it to you because she was either flying or running. On top of that, she was defending her parents on retirements of Fresno areas with the hanging benches of Laura Quintas. So, why is they hanging benches? Because they're hanging benches. So one of these cheap assholes has been following me for 9 years. And 4 years on the trackings, but not much of a problem. He used to follow me in that car. Then I was 4 years and a half abroad. I came back, like the cheap horse tag-alongsies. This is not prophecy. This is, if you already had a Rompi Cabeza, if you have cheap whores following you, and they're going to blame the Americans for that, we have the Roman Tribunal for that. We have the Bureau de Veritas and the Roman Tribunal just for the dead baby. The reeling is something else. Even if I had a Rompi Cabeza, that girl was so exceptional, it would have been a waste not to reel her in and have negatives. Negatives are killers. Now, considering they're not me, or the original, and can't be after Rompi Cabeza, the beauty in Jamila is gone. At least the space-breaking, science-breaking one. Rompi Cabeza is usually a final thing. So those guys who worked with her have the blonde hairs. So when they say that that girl did something big in Western Europe and around the world, and that it continues without me, the reason is what you lost, you lost. This is how US loses intel. Okay? That's one example, 221. And we could see it coming like a freight train. Fresno areas is something else. Fresno areas is the retirements of the parents. It's not the coastlines. So if you're that retarded, no one can help you.